Well, hi everyone, good evening. Once again, I'm here in front of you all with my another video, and today I'm going to take the chapter which is of class ninth English Language and Literature. The name of the unit which I am taking, that is the sound of music. It is of chapter 2, named book named Beehive. Okay, and the chapter which I'm taking right now, that is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, so Bismillah Khan is a famous name of India, and you will get to know about him, about his childhood and each and everything. So I'm going to summarize the whole chapter in front of you all. So here it is, the chapter. So the this chapter throws the light on the origin of the Shehnai and the life of Shehnai Maestro Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan is the greatest player of Shehnai today, and he has received Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award of India. Okay, so we learn from this chapter how Shehnai originated and how it was given a name, Shehnai. So we also learn about Bismillah Khan's childhood and his dedication to music and his love for India in general and for Benares in particular. So a musical instrument called pungi was banned by Aurangzeb because it was having a shrill, unpleasant voice. It was perfected by a barber who belonged to a family of professional musicians. So he played in the chamber when he amended that pungi. So he played it in the chamber of the king, that amended pungi. Okay, its sound was appreciated by the emperor since it was born in Shah's chamber and perfected by a Nai. So it was named Shah Nai. Shah Nai means it again amended into Shehnai. Okay. So in the beginning, it was played in the temples before the goddess and gods, images of gods and goddesses. So it was played on every auspicious domestic occasions too. Gradually, it became popular, and my dear students, I think you might have heard the Shehnai in many marriage functions as well. Okay, so Ustad Bismillah Khan belonged to Banaras Gharana. He was born in 1916 at Dumrao in Bihar. Okay, Bihar, a very small village in Bihar, that is Dumrao. Bismillah Khan born over there. So as a 5-year-old boy, he played gilli danda near a pond, and he used to visit Bihariji temple and sing Bhojpuri Chaita songs over there. So he would earn a big laddu from a local Maharaja as a prize when he sang the song in front of Bihariji temple and in front of Maharaja. So in a reward, okay, in a reward, he used to get a big laddu over there. At the age of 6, he moved to Benares. His uncle Ali Baksh introduced him the nuisance of playing Shehnai. So he was deeply devoted to music. He used to spend most of his time practicing on the bank of river Ganga. The themes of his music are deeply affected by the flowing water of Ganga, because he was very much concentrated about his music. So he got the best performer award at the All India Music Conference in Allahabad in 1930. In 1937, he bagged 3 medals at a music conference in Calcutta. Now it is Kolkata. Okay. He was invited by Pandit Nehru to play the Shehnai from the ramparts of Delhi's Red Fort in 1947 when India got freedom. So Bismillah Khan was the first person who played Shehnai in at the Red Fort in Delhi. He won many international awards as well. So Bismillah Khan is a very fond of Banaras and his village Dumrao. He declined an offer from one of his students to settle in United States of America when he got an offer from his student that he should move to America to live over there. So he denied it. He said that he ventured into the solid world too, actually. He gave his music into movies of Bollywood. But the artificial world of cinema could not attract him and he moved to Benares. For him, music is God and music is his soul. So he just enjoyed the music himself and he left the world of Bollywood. He left the each and everything and he came back to his village. So this was all about the chapter. It was a summary actually which I have told you. So when you people will go through with the chapter, so you will come to know, you will get to know each and everything, the words and the lines which I have told you, and it will be very easy for you to understand the whole chapter. All right. So here are some questions which I'm going to discuss. Actually, only questions, not answers. You just need to find out that if you are able to do these questions, then it will be quite beneficial for you. All right. So the questions which are present in your book as well. The first question: why did Aurangzeb ban the playing of the pungi? He banned it. Why? First question. Second question: how is Shehnai different from a pungi? Shehnai is different from pungi. How? Now the third question: where was the Shehnai played traditionally and how did Bismillah Khan change this? Alright, next question. When and how did Bismillah Khan get his big break? Question number 4. When and how did Bismillah Khan get his big break? And the last question, which I'm going to tell you and just need to try to do the questions, the answers of these questions. Where did Bismillah Khan play the Shehnai on 15th of August 1947 and why was the event historic? Right? So these are the 5 questions which you need to find out and write down in your copy, and I hope and I'm sure that that will quite help you all to go through with the chapter. So thank you so much. Keep watching my videos. Do like it, do share it, and do subscribe it as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.